Hello, everyone, and welcome to Budget Life with Paula. We're here today to do a check-in of my credit card spending. So if you're interested in content like this, I say welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video and joining my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I do all things budgeting here, and hopefully I help you out with your own personal financial journey. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, thank you so much for checking in on me today. So today I decided to not do it weekly, only because there wasn't a whole lot going on with my spending on my Capital One credit card. 1 week particularly, I believe it was beginning of the week of January 7th. So when I looked at the transactions, there's really but maybe two memberships, monthly memberships that's automatically paid and taken care of on my credit card that really came out. So I decided to wait a little bit and just we'll go over everything today. So let's take a look at what we have. I am using, just so you know, I am using the annual budget workbook by Tasha Blair. She has two YouTube channels, and I will post those in the descriptions below. So this is my actual sheet that I wrote out the information because I had to pull it from of course, from my account. So what I'm using in this workbook is the actual expense tracker pages. She does have other pages that you can actually use throughout the year, and I like it because it has a calendar that you can fill in all your own. You can put your own dates, so it's basically blank and you can fill it in because everybody does not actually financially start with a Sunday date. You know, it may start on a Monday date. So however that happens, but this is a great workbook, and I am actually using this year, I'm using the expense tracker sheets because it's real simple. It's real easy. And it works for me. And this is something that I really do want to keep a track of my Capital One since I paid that debt off. I didn't close the account. I do know that Dave Ramsey does suggest and recommend strongly that you close, you pay your debts, and you close the account and you cut up your credit cards. And that works for a lot of people. However, in my life's journey, I do need one, and that one is Capital One. So I am paying that, whatever the balance is, paying that off. I've already cleared the debt that was on there. So what I'm doing is checking in every week. It helps keep me accountable, and it actually reminds me of, hey, it kind of gives me like a little alert, like, hey, you're getting close to your budget limit. So the following weeks may not need to be as much spending. So let me zoom in. I'm going to see if I can't do something like that. That might help out. I have to turn it because I have to write. So as you see, this is for the month of January. I budgeted $400 in the month of January for all of my spending and memberships and bills that will come out automatically on the card. So we stopped at January 10th, and I'm looking, actually we stopped on the 4th. I was getting ready to fill this in, but I didn't. I decided to wait and have you all see it. So before I get started, let me just say, if you, this video may be a little bit longer. So if you want to grab you something, or if you're doing like I normally do when I'm watching other YouTube videos, especially the budgeting videos, I'm cooking, or I'm doing some laundry, so I'm listening. So it may take a little bit longer than my usual. I say my usual videos. And I'm hoping my voice does not go in and out. We've experienced some really weird monthly, not monthly, I said monthly because I was looking at it, warm weather. Like it's really nice today. And I think when it's such a drastic change in the weather and the pressure, air pressure and the climate change, it really does affect my sinuses. So I'm hoping that my voice will not crack. Let's see. So on January 10th, we're going to go all the way through. So let me catch up. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize. But I have $400 that I've budgeted out. It looks like we have available left for the remaining of the year, $203.59. Now, in between this, you will see where I have made, I could make several payments or just one payment. So you'll see me inserting that as we go. Amazon, which is let me see how did I put it before? I was trying to see in my previous ones how I did it. I can't remember. I want to say this is, I'm going to put membership, so I can at least categorize it and put it. And I know it says category here, but transactions, you'll see where I'll do something different in this category column. You can make things your own. You can make budgets, your own budget fit your budget worksheets and whatever you're using, whether even if it's savings challenges, you'll make it fit your lifestyle. So the transactions, I'm going to put membership, and then I'll put that it was 1819. So let's go ahead and put this in the calculator. 1819 leaves me with 185.40. It's weird writing this like this. On the 15th, quite a few things happened. Let me move this out of the way because I feel like I don't have enough space. Oh, I'm writing weird. On the 15th, so it was dinner and a movie, but I wrote down movie and dinner. My sister and I went out that weekend. And so it was basically a purchase. And I used my card and she paid me back. So I'm going to add that as a payment refund. So we're going to deduct the $40.95 and then it leaves us $144.45. Here's where I'm going to change pins. So I will make a note. I'll put payback. I'll say sister I'll put refund. I don't even know if that's it's not really that official. I'm gonna put it in the plus column, and that was $21. So then we're gonna add 21. So that now bumps it up to 165.45. Okay. Put to the side. Same day, my CVS membership came out, and that was $5. I'm going to deduct $5 there, $160.45. And then my OwnStar, my trucks system membership. Oh my goodness, you guys can't see that. Let's see. There. Sorry about that. Didn't realize you guys couldn't see it. Of $34.99. That's a month. I like that membership. I had an incident with my truck where there was a metal piece in the intersection, and it was right where. Why do I have 46? It should be 46 cents. Sorry. I know that's a small amount, but I'm just going to change it to 46. And it was tire information. It was it slipped my tires. That's what happened. A metal piece ran across when I drove across the intersection. I could not dodge. I couldn't maneuver around it. I had cars on both sides of me, so when I did, it slipped my tires, and having that access to call right away within the truck, and they do all the work for me, making sure that I was okay. That system, I really do appreciate having that. I had not had that feature in my other vehicles since then, prior to me having this truck. So let's see. On the 16th, my Apple storage, I had to increase it. And this is not the first month that it came out. I increased it a couple of months back. So even though it might be new to you all, it's been in my budget to do. So that is minus $29.99. I do a lot of, videos, recordings, and all of that. And I want to make sure that I have, and, pick all that stuff. All the stuff that you need to store on your Apple phone. So that brings me down to $95. I don't know if you guys can see it, because that's one thing about, we have, tons of space to write, but as far as the rows, but they're really narrow. So I don't know if you can make it out, but so that's what came out on the 16th. My next transaction will be on the 18th, and that is groceries. I used my credit card that day. I don't know why my finger. Groceries. And that was a purchase. And that was $27. So that might have been something something really quick. Ooh, $68. I'm getting pretty close, right? I'm hoping that I'm not running over, but I see that there's going to be a payment coming up. So that's good. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting close to me reaching my mark of $400. See, minus $12.99, and that is for my Canva, leaving me with $55.35. On the 19th, I will share this bit with you all, part of my life, and I don't think I've actually shared it. I have AT&T internet and phone system in my truck because I sometimes, and most of the time, a lot of the time, I am actually in my truck for work. And so that comes out, but then it's reimbursed through my job. So you'll see it on my credit card, but then I get reimbursed for it for work. Let's see. That leaves me with $40.35. And goodness gracious, that is super duper close. So here I am making a payment. Oops. I need to change the color because I want that to be, I want my payments or any type of money paid back onto the card. I want to make that a different color so that I can see that a lot better. So this is a payment that I've made. Let's see, and I'll just put payment again here. And that is of $100. So that gives us $140.35. Shoo! Okay, so that gives us $140. So we're back, able to stretch it out a little bit more. And just so you know, if I ever go over, that means that my actual income budget will need to then be adjusted. Like I said, I've paid the debts off. I paid the debt off on my Capital One. And so if I have to readjust my income budget, then that's what I will do. So now is the YouTube membership, because I am a member, and it's just a small amount of $2.13. Over with Marlene Snow Garner 307. I am a YouTube member of her membership club. So that's my way of supporting our fellow budgeters. I'm down to $138.22. I would like to join others that have memberships out there. As of right now, for my channel, I am eligible to receive or offer membership. as of right now, I've decided not to do that. And that's just my own preference, but I am wanting to, in the future, budget out just like this small amounts to help support other YouTube budgeters. And that's my way of supporting. $8.47 has been taken out for that's my video editing that I use. Why did it, let me go back, because 140.35 minus 215 gave me 138.22 minus, and I might have added it. That's probably what happened. Yes, 129. There you go. Because I must have hit the plus button. 129.65. And then for the last transaction, so far, January 28th, Disney Plus. Let's see. I may have to scoot up because here, yeah, so you guys can see it. Looks like when I'm doing these weekly check-ins or Capital One check-ins, I have to make sure I have enough space. And that is for $26.80. So minus $26.80 gives me $102.85. So that extra, that extra $100 really did help give me that cushion that I needed, because it looks like without it, I would have only had $2.85 left to, play around with. Yes, we are at the end of the month, so that's great. But that would have been horrible. That would have been terrible. But yeah, so right now we're at 102.85 and we're at the end of the month. I do not expect to use my Capital One card for anything. I've just used my cash if need be. We've got groceries, so everything is working out great, you all, as far as keeping a track of my spending. I want to definitely keep making my payments and having and making sure that all things are working out just fine. But this is something that I like to do to make sure I am on track with my spending. Sometimes, with a credit card, you're spending even when it's necessary, and you're in your mind, you're like, I'm gonna pay it back. Don't forget to add extra $50 onto my payment, but then I know in the past for me, I've forgotten, or other things come up, and then I'm not able to make that extra, $50 or $25, and whatever the case may be, to, replace that money, put that money back, because that's how I see Capital One, my credit card. That's how I see it, as they're, of course, loaning you that money, but you got to pay it back. So, I hope this encourages you to take a look, and it's not always fun and you may not always want to do it, but take a look at what you're doing with your finances and, just come out clean and be honest and open with yourself. And once you start to write it down and see, man, was that drive-through really necessary? Could I have done without those pair of shoes? Those are the things, if you're new to budgeting but you want to get better at it, and just take it one step at a time. Maybe you're not able to do $50 extra and you've currently got credit card debt, maybe doing an extra $10 or $20, that helps. So looking at what you've done in the past week or two, then you will see, okay, I maybe the last 2 weeks of the month, I don't need to go driving out, or I don't really need that shirt, or I don't really need to go to the movies, or do whatever entertain, fun things. Maybe I need to wait till next month to do it. But that's all I have for you all. Thank you so much for taking out the time to watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment if you like. Share my videos too. That'll be great. You guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.